What's up guys, Travis here with the Honest Vape Reviewer, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial video on how to make your own homemade coil jig. I'm going to jump right into this video guys, so I want to show you what you need for starters. Alright, for starters, you guys are going to need 6 paint stirrers from Home Depot or Lowe's. Could be 5, I use 6, 6 seems to be the perfect fit. So you're going to need 6 paint stirrers from Home Depot. You're going to need, this is a preference, you don't need to have this, you can make it without it, a countersinking drill bit. This is just so that your screws that hold it together are sitting there nice and flush and they don't peek up a little bit. You're going to need whatever size drill bit that you like to use to wrap your coil, and you know, you can actually make it so that you can put different sizes in here, but I'll show you how to do that later in the video. So you're going to need that. You're also going to need 2, if you're using 6 paint stirrers, you're going to need 2 1-inch screws. I'm using wood screws. And you're going to need 1. You're going to need 1 screw like that with a rounded top but the flattened bottom like that. The reason you're going to need this is what you're going to use to hold your wire down when you make your coil. Alright, so for starters, you're going to want, like I said, you're going to want 6 of these, okay? So one of these you're going to want to take about 2.5 to 3 inches off this end right here. So not the end with the handle. 2.5, 3 inches, whatever you're comfortable with right here. So you're going to want to make a line, and you're going to take that off 5 of them. If you're using 6, you're going to take that off of 5 of them. Wait a minute. I'm sorry guys. Reroute. I lied. Alright. So you're going to take that off of all 6 of them. Then you're going to turn it around, and you're going to make a line right here. Right. See if I can make it really dark so you guys can see. Right there, right at the edge of the handle, and you're going to want to cut the handle off of 5 of them. Not all 6, just 5 of them, alright? I'm going to bring these outside and I'm going to start cutting. Alright guys, so I made my cuts, and this is what I'm left with. I got 5 paint stirrers that look like this, with the handle cut off, and 1 that looks like this, with the handle still intact, alright? So now, I'm going to put these suckers together. So here's what you're going to want to do, alright? You're going to want to stack the 5 that have no handle . Alright, so you're going to want to stack the 5 that have no handle like this, alright? So then is what you're going to want to do, is you're going to want to take a countersinking bit, and you're going to want to make 2 holes, 1 on each end, 1 here and 1 there. I'm going to go countersink that right now. I did put little holes in there just so you guys could see about where to put them. Alright, so I'm going to go countersink this right now, then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so here's what I chose to do. I chose to countersink with just the top one in, and to use, once it was countersink, to put the other 4 underneath it and drill through with a regular old drill bit. Just because I felt that would work better. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this. Here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to put 2 of the 1-inch screws in the 2 holes that you countersink, and then you're going to want to attach this to the bottom with the handle. Right before you do that, This way the screws catch this and hold it on. This way you end up looking with something that looks like this, alright? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to screw this together, and again, I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I assembled that, and you end up looking with something like this. As you can see, the nice screws there, they're nice and flush. They don't hang over the top. It just makes your life a lot easier when you're actually making the coil. Now, let me tell you guys something. I've been using this exact setup coil jig for about a year now. The reason I'm doing a tutorial on it is because it's a great coil jig. It works better than any coil jig I personally bought and had to use. And the reason I have to make a new one is not because it broke, but because I actually gave it to a friend. So after you've reached this step, you got it all assembled, put together. As you see, the handle part's on the bottom. Just gives you a nice place to hold it when you're wrapping your coil. Now, you're going to want to take that round point screw that I showed you earlier with the flat bottom. And you're going to want to put that about an inch away from wherever you choose to put the drill bit that you're going to use for wrapping your coils. So I'm going to go ahead and screw that right on in. Alright, so that's in, as you can see, right there. Now, here's where it can get a little tricky. Now, if you're like me and you only build one diameter size of coil, then go ahead, put your drill bit right in your drill and screw it right in about an inch in front of where you're going to put your drill bit for wrapping your coil. So, with that being said, if you're not like me and you build a bunch of different diameter coils, here is what you are going to do. You're going to take the drill bit that would be the smallest size coil you would ever make, the smallest in diameter, and you're going to put that one in first. You're going to want to drill basically all the way through with that bit, all the way through straight to the bottom with the smallest size drill bit you'd ever use to make a coil. Now is what you're going to do. Hold on. Ugh. Let me just take this son of a bitch out. Okay. So I only make, that's how I make mine. See, that's what it's going to look like when you're done. You see what I'm saying? Now you would insert your wire right here. You would hold it and just wrap it. But now if you're somebody who wants to make multiple different diameter coils, do what I just said. Take the smallest possible diameter drill bit that you would ever use and screw it all the way through to the bottom. Then you're going to take the next smallest, the second smallest, and you're going to drill not quite as far down. You're going to want to drill down to maybe as far as the second one up. Alright? Take it out. Then you're going to do the next one, and you're going to go down to here. And then the next one to here, the next one to here, and the next one to here. It gives you the ability to make 6 different size coils. Now, you want to go from smallest to largest because obviously once you drill through with a bigger one, it's no longer going to properly hold the smaller one. But if you have this down here, still at the diameter of this, it'll hold it in nice and tight. You know, same thing. So you do it like that, you know. So you go from smallest to largest. You know what? I'm actually going to make just a regular old coil just to show you guys how this works. Alright guys, so I got some wire. I'm just going to make a regular 22 gauge, you know, coil right now to show you. I primarily use Clapton coils, that's what I make. But I sure as shit don't need them right now. And I don't even have any 32 gauge wire to make it right now. Because when I make my Claptons, I usually make 3, sometimes even 4 feet of wire at a clip. And then I wrap it all into coils right off the jump. And I put it in this little case that my wire comes in when I make them. As you can see, I have plenty right now. So anyway, I'm just going to make, this is what I use for my inner diameter of my Claptons, a 22 gauge. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how to use this. It's really fucking easy. Alright, so you would take this rounded screw right here and loosen it up, right? Now you're going to want to take this, your wire, and just slide it right underneath there. Hold it in place. Tighten your screw up. You know, so it holds the wire nice and snug. Alright. Yep, that's tightened up. You know what? I don't know. Let me just give it another twist there. Yeah, there we go. Now it's really tightened up. Alright? Now, you just hold it. I'm going to see if I can do it this way. I usually hold it like this and do it, but I'm going to see if I can hold it like this just to show you. You hold it, and you just wrap. See, one. I'll do 5 wraps, and I'll give it to my neighbor. He'll use it. 2. 3. 4 and 5. Voila. And that's it, guys. That's how it works. Very simple. Sorry. Very simple. It's, you know, real quick to show how to do it. And then it's really simple. You just loosen your screw. You slide that son bitch right off. Easy said, easy done. 1, 2, 3. You know, that's how you make a homemade coil jig, at least how I make one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this helped you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this coil jig. Until next time.